Hello everyone and welcome to another fantastic learning experience with Saoirse, who is fantastic. Today we are going to be looking at subtracting integers. That is page 14, 1.3 in your books. So I hope that this video will be able to help you be able to do what you need to do in math. Alright, so our first example on page 14, subtracting integers. Use integer counters to find 4 minus 2. And as you see here, I've already drawn out the problem with integer counters. So we have 4 positive integer counters, and we're minusing or subtracting 2. What I like to do is I like to be interactive. So we're going to look at our 4 that we originally had, and we're going to cross out. Since we're crossing out 2, take out 2. Because that's what we did here. What do we have? 2 left. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. Alright, everybody got that? Great. Alright, the next example is adding integers. Use integer counters to find 4 plus negative 2. So basically, it's going to be the same thing, except what I like to do is cross it out. So if we have 4, and we're going to have negative, so these are different. So since they're opposite, we can cross them out because they're canceling each other. So cross out 1 negative, cross out 1 positive, cross out 1 negative, cross out 1 positive. What do we have? 2 left. So 4 plus negative 2 equals 2. So basically you can rewrite this problem as 4, not that, hold on, 4 minus 2 equals 2. There you go. Alright, the next example is use a number line to find negative 3 minus 1. Alright, please excuse the number line that I have. I know it's a little messy, but we're just going to have to make do with it. Or you can look in your book on page 14. So, we always are going to start on 0, no matter what. Let's start with the first one. So we're going to move negative 3 per se spots. So, 1, 2, 3, alright? So now this is negative 3 minus 1. It looks kind of a little bit weird because we can't really see the sign or whatever. So I'd like to rewrite it to be, now it will be negative 3 plus negative 1. So now you can see it perfectly. Now, let's draw our integer counters just so that we can get some extra help. So we have 3 negatives plus another negative, right? So since they're the same, if we look at it, there's nothing to cross out because they are the same, they're not the opposite. So that means that negative 3 plus negative 1 is negative 4. So let's draw 4 counters. So now we have our negative 4 counters, and we can move one more over because now we know that it's negative 4. Alright, go ahead and take a moment to flip over to page 16 in your books. We're still on 1.3. Today's key idea is to subtract an integer, add its opposite. So if you have 3 minus 4, which is what we were talking about just a minute ago, it looks really confusing, so you're just going to add its opposite. So 3 plus negative 4. Okay? Now it looks a little bit better so that we can understand. So let's draw our counters. I just like drawing counters. I don't know why, but... So we have 3 positive counters. Now we're drawing our 3 negatives. So this is positive, 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 negative, 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 negative. Now, see, they are opposites, so we can cross out and cancel each other out. So, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, and 1 negative. What is left? 1. So 3 plus negative 4 equals negative 1 because this one was a negative counter. Alright, so looking at example 1, subtracting integers, A is find 3 minus 12. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can get the answer, and then unpause it when you're ready. Okay, so you got the answer, so let's go ahead and see if you're correct. So looking at it, it's kind of confusing, so we're going to use the key idea that we just learned to be able to make it more clear for us. So we know that we have to add the opposite. So since that is an opposite of 3 because it's negative, we're going to do 3 plus negative 12. See, this is kind of a lot of counters that we would have to draw. So we just think about this. Taking the 12 right here, okay, making it positive, okay, and then we're going to subtract 3, sorry. What do you have? 9, okay? But, see, this was a negative, so we have to put our little negative sign right there, negative 9, because negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9, because let's make a little number line. We have our number line right here, okay? So this will be 12 over here. Negative 12, sorry. This is negative 11, negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, okay? So we're going to start on 12, negative 12, instead of 0, okay, because that's what the start of the problem was. Or you could start on 0 and go all the way to negative 12, but we're just going to start on negative 12. Okay, so negative 12, and then we're going to add 3. So if we were going to take away 3, we would keep going this way. But we're going to add 3, so we're going to go this way. So 1, 2, 3. Our number is negative 9. All right. Okay, let's do the next one, which is B. Find negative 8 minus 13. Alright, so this one I don't think we went over in any of the previous examples, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one with you, and we'll give you one a little bit later to try on your own, alright? So, taking a look at this problem, the first thing before you do anything that you want to look at right now is this right here, okay? Kind of looks like a face. See the eyes and the nose, okay? When you see two negatives close together, touching, or just close together, you know right away that you have to put a positive sign, okay? Because two negatives right here together now make it a positive, okay? So now instead of negative 8 minus and minus 13, it's going to be negative 8 plus, because you're using a plus from here, okay, 13. So it's not negative anymore, it's plus, okay? So let's go ahead and make a number line so that we can demonstrate, okay? 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, we're going to start on 13. Or you can go from 0 to 13. I just didn't write 0, so I'm going to start on 13. Okay, and we're going to go left. And why are we going left? Because we are subtracting. Okay, we're going the negative way. Okay, so the negative way is always to the left. Remember that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number is that? 5. So 13 plus negative 8 equals 5. Alright, so looking at the problem that we just did, B on page 16, I'm going to give you one that you can go ahead and try on your own, and when you're ready, just unpause the video after you pause it, obviously. Right, so let's do negative 3 minus 5. Should be a little bit easy. Alright, pause the video and see if you can get the answer. Okay, so you took a moment to try and find the answer out for yourself. So, like I said just a few seconds ago, I should say, the first thing that you want to look at right now is, yep, that's correct, this little face that we're going to make right now, okay? Two negatives touching each other, because what do we know? The two negatives touching each other means that this is going to turn into a positive. So it's no longer negative 3 minus 5. Now it is negative 3 plus 5, okay? This is a smaller number, so I think we're going to use counters, okay? So we have 3 negative counters plus 5 positive counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all positive, 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 positive. See, what's the first thing we know? They're opposite, so we can cross them out to cancel each other. So 1 negative, or 1 positive, I mean. 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 positive, 1 negative. What do we have left? 2 positives, okay? So now we know that this is 2 because the leftover counters were both positive. Alright, here's another one that you can work on your own. It's C on page 16. 5 minus 4. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can get the answer, and then unpause the video when you're ready. So you got the answer, so let's go ahead and see if you got the correct one. What do we look at first? That's right, the face, okay? It's our signal that it's positive. So now this isn't 5 minus 4, this is 5 plus 4, and we don't need to do any counters. Well, I hope we don't. 5 plus 4 is 9. Alright guys, you're doing great. Alright, let's give you a little bit harder ones that involve 3, okay? So, on page 17, go ahead and turn on your own. We're going to try number 7, okay? Which is negative 9, negative 16, negative 8. That's all one problem, okay? So, first thing that we want to look at is, it's already all confusing for me. So, what we need to do is think back to the key idea. What we learned is you have to add the opposites. So, now this becomes negative 9 plus negative 16 plus negative 8. And if you want, you can put these in parentheses just so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay? And the way that I like to do it is sometimes negatives can be a little bit confusing. So what you can do is you can take the negatives off for now because we know all these negatives adding together are going to be negative anyway. So wherever you're going to put your answer, I'm going to put a star over here where my answer is going to be, okay? I'm going to put a negative because I don't want to forget my negative sign. You can take your negative sign off if it helps you. And now it'll be 9 plus 8, which is 17. 17 plus 16 is 33. So now I put my answer over here, 33, and I'm safe because I have negative 33. Okay, looking at number 8. This is the one where I want you to try it on your own. Negative 4 minus 20 minus 9. Go ahead and pause the video when you got the answer. Unpause and see if you got the right one. Right, so remembering key idea, adding the opposites, that means this becomes negative 4 plus negative 20 plus negative 9. Again, you can put your parentheses if it's easier. Put your star over here where you want your answer to be. Put your negative because you know all these negative numbers, there's got to be a negative. Okay, you can take your negatives off if that helps you. So now it's 20 plus 9, it's 29, plus 4, 33. Negative 33 again. Great job, guys. Number 9 looks like it would be great practice for us to combine what we just learned. So number 9 is 0 minus 9 minus 5. Right, go ahead and pause the video, get your answer, and then unpause it when you're ready to go. Right, so remembering from key idea, we have 0 plus, I'm going to put my parentheses, negative 9, now plus 5. And why are we having plus 5? Because we drew our face, we remembered about our positive sign, and we brought it down, okay? So now, we look and we see negative, okay? But we also see positive, so we don't know for sure if it's going to be a negative number or not, okay? So, let's look. 0 plus negative 9 is negative 9 because we didn't take anything away, we didn't add anything, okay? So negative 9 plus 5, right? Let's get our number line so that we can be able to see it a little bit better. Number line, we have negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3. Right, so start at negative 9, or you can go to 0 to 9. I'm just going to start at negative 9. Okay, and we are going to go to the right because of what? Because of this sign right here, this plus sign. So if it was a negative sign, we would be going to the left, but it is a positive sign, so we're going to go to the right. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So our answer is negative 4. Great job, guys. I hope this video has been helpful and that you were able to learn from it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are fantastic. This has been fantastic learning with Saoirse, who's fantastic. And thank you guys again. Bye.